The Federal Reserve just finished studying 134 million retired Americans. 64%, nearly 2 out of 3, are living in the bottom 2 wealth tiers. Most of them thought they were fine. Savings, Social Security, paid-off house, and they were still quietly running out. Today, I am walking you through all 6 Federal Reserve retirement wealth tiers. The numbers, what daily life feels like inside each one, and the single shift that separates retirees who feel secure from those who feel anxious every month. Stay to the end. Around the 8-minute mark, I am going to show you a calculation most retirement content never shows you. And once you see it, everything changes. My name is Maya. I went through the Federal Reserve's actual survey of consumer finances, along with retiree income studies and real household spending data. So you do not have to dig through hundreds of pages of government reports yourself. What I found surprised me, because the difference between retirees who feel secure and those who feel anxious every month is almost never the number they saved. It is something else entirely, and by the end of this video, you will know exactly what it is. Let me introduce you to Gary. Gary is 67. He retired 8 months ago after 34 years as a quality control manager at an auto parts manufacturer in Rockford, Illinois. He and his wife Linda have $612,000 saved, mortgage paid off. Gary's Social Security, $1,847 a month. Linda's $1,214, combined, $3,061 every month. On paper, Gary looks solid, but Gary checks his balance every morning before breakfast. And he has one question he cannot shake. Are we actually okay? Or are we closer to trouble than I think? By the end of this video, Gary is going to have a real answer. And so are you. Level 1, financially vulnerable. Level 1. The bottom 25% of retirees. Under $100,000 in total assets. Income here is almost entirely Social Security. After Medicare Part B premiums, the average check lands around $1,900 a month. These are not people who failed. Many work 30 or 40 years. Factory lines, retail, caregiving. Jobs that kept America running but never paid enough to build real savings. A divorce at 54, a layoff at 61, a medical crisis before Medicare. Anyone can erase decades of progress. Life here is careful in a way most people never experience. Every expense is a calculation. The water heater breaking is not an inconvenience. It is a crisis. The mental weight of "can I afford this?" never fully stops. Level 2 looks safer, but emotionally, not always. Level 2, stable but limited. Level 2, the 25th to 50th percentile. Net worth $100,000 to $400,000. But most tied up in home equity, not investable money. Let's follow Susan. She is 71, widowed, lives outside Tulsa. House worth $230,000. Investable savings, $118,000. Social Security, $2,014 a month. Investments at 4% add $4,720 a year, $393 a month. Total monthly income, $2,407. Her expenses run $2,600 a month, utilities, groceries, insurance, Medicare supplement. A $193 shortfall every single month. She fills it by drawing down savings faster than planned, and she does not tell her children. For a married couple with 2 Social Security checks. This tier is manageable. For a widow like Susan, it is a monthly negotiation, one bad year from sliding back to level 1, and Susan privately knows that. Level 3 is where retirement finally starts feeling like the version most Americans imagined, and the emotional shift there is bigger than the money shift. Level 3, the comfortable middle. Level 3, the 50th to 75th percentile. Net worth $400,000 to $1.2 million. Teachers, civil servants, tradespeople, dual income couples who saved steadily. This is where Gary falls. He and Linda have $612,000 saved, $481,000 genuinely investable. Combined Social Security, $3,061 a month. At 4% withdrawal on $481,000, $19,240 a year, $1,603 a month. Total, $55,972 a year, $4,664 a month before taxes. Now retirement feels breathable. Bills are paid. The refrigerator gets replaced without panic. Gary and Linda can drive to see their daughter in Milwaukee, maybe a cruise, maybe help a grandchild with a laptop. This is where retirees first experience real mental space. But the anxiety does not disappear, it just changes shape. Now the fear is, what happens when the market crashes? If you are somewhere in this tier, do you actually feel retired? Or do you still feel financially on guard? Drop a comment and tell me where you are. I read every single comment on this channel. If this is making sense, hit the like button. It helps me know which topics matter most to you. Because in about 3 minutes, I am going to show you a calculation most level 3 retirees have never seen. And when they see it, they understand immediately why that anxiety never goes away, and exactly what to do about it. Level 4, upper middle class. Level 4, the 75th to 90th percentile. Net worth $1.2 million to $3 million. Social Security for a high earner, $28,000 a year. Add $1 million at 4%, $40,000. Total $68,000 or more. About $5,600 a month. Travel is regular. Helping adult children becomes possible. A second home starts feeling achievable. But a 2025 Northwestern Mutual survey found only 27% of workers feel ready to retire, down from 43% in 2020. Even retirees above the $1.26 million mark are still nervous. Because retirement fear is psychological, not mathematical. You spent 40 years building the pile. Now you have to spend it. Many people never fully make that shift. In about 2 minutes, I am going to show you one specific number, one most financial content never puts in front of you. That explains exactly why retirees at level 3 and 4 still feel like the ground is shifting. And once you see it, the rest of this video will make complete sense. Level 5. Affluent. Level 5, the 90th to 99th percentile. Net worth $3 million to $15 million. Business owners, doctors, executives. At levels 1 through 4, income depends on Social Security plus selling your portfolio each month. At level 5, the assets produce income themselves, dividends, real estate cash flow, bond income, business distributions, all arriving on a schedule without selling a single share. Social Security here is a bonus, not a lifeline. That is the real dividing line in American retirement. Not the size of the portfolio, the source of the income. And this, right here, is the part I need you to sit with. Here is the number most retirement content never shows you. Gary, 67 years old. $481,000 investable, withdrawing $19,240 a year at 7% average annual return. That portfolio lasts 47 years. Gary would be 114. Fine, but markets do not deliver 7% every year in a neat line. They go down first, sometimes sharply, and sometimes right after you retire. This is called sequence of returns risk. The single most dangerous thing a level 3 retiree faces. If the market drops 25% in Gary's first 2 years, which has happened 4 times in the last 30 years, and he keeps withdrawing $19,240 while the portfolio is down, his $481,000 does not last 47 years. It lasts 19 years. Gary runs out of investable money at age 86. The average 67-year-old American man lives to 84.7. The average woman, 87.1. Linda, who is 2 years younger, has a better than even chance of still being alive when the money runs out. I want to pause here, because when I ran this calculation, I genuinely felt something. Most retirement content talks about average returns as if markets cooperate on schedule. They do not. The gap between the average return story and the sequence of returns story is exactly where real retirement plans quietly fall apart. That is why this video exists. Now here is what most people never find out. The retirees who survive a bad sequence of returns, without panic, without destroying their portfolio, are almost always the ones who restructured part of their savings into income, producing assets before the bad years hit. Not because they have more money, because their monthly income does not depend on selling anything. When a dividend arrives monthly, when a bond ladder pays on schedule, you do not need to sell a depressed share to cover groceries. You wait. The market recovers. The damage is contained. They sleep through the market drop that sends Gary to his phone at 5 a.m. Level 6, top 1%. Level 6, $15 million and above. CEOs, founders, generational wealth. Social Security is a rounding error. Income flows from private investments, business equity, real estate, family trusts. They are not asking whether they can afford retirement. They are thinking about how wealth transfers across generations. Most of you are not aiming for level 6, and you do not need to be. because the income-producing shift that defines level 5 can begin at $200,000. The dollar amount changes, the approach does not. So what happened to Gary? Gary wrote down his predictable monthly income, Social Security, $3,061. That was it. Everything else depended on the market that day. He moved $187,000 of his $481,000 into a structured income layer, a bond ladder at 5.1%, and a dividend fund at 3.8%. That $187,000 now generates $8,683 a year, $723 a month, without selling a single share. His remaining $294,000 stays in growth investments. Total guaranteed monthly income, $3,061 to $3,784. Monthly expenses, $3,600. For the first time since retiring, his income covers his expenses. With $184 left over, he still checks the market, but he stopped checking it before breakfast. Because now, a bad market month does not mean a bad month for his household. If you are between 63 and 72 with $300,000 to $700,000 in investable assets, Gary's situation is closer to yours than anything else in this video. The question is not whether you have enough, it is whether your money is structured to protect you when the market does not cooperate. Retirement security is not about the size of your savings. It is about whether your income can survive a bad year without forcing you to sell at the worst possible time. Most people never ask that question until after a crash. You now know to ask it before. One free thing to do this week: write down every source of income that arrives no matter what the market does. Social Security, pensions, dividends, bond interest, rental income. Add it up. Compare it to your actual monthly expenses. The gap between those two numbers is your real retirement risk number, not your net worth. That gap. I want you to know something. The fact that you watched a video about retirement math, that you did not click away when the hard calculation landed, that already tells me something about you. You are not hoping retirement works out. You are doing the work to understand it. For most Americans, that is actually rare. Retirement planning is not about being perfect. It is about not being surprised by the decisions that matter most. You are doing the work. I will be here with more of it. Take care of yourself. This is Maya. Retire with Maya. We go through the real retirement rules in plain language, so you have what you need to make the call that is right for you. Your net worth tells you where you have been. Your income structure tells you where you are going. Bye. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.